My neighbor, Karen, the self-appointed queen of our homeowners association, pointed her wine glass at me from her deck. Her party was rattling my windows at 2 in the morning. "What are you going to do about it?" She sneered. "Your badge is worthless here, old man." She thought that because I had retired after 30 years as a police detective, I was powerless. She had no idea that I was about to use my investigative skills to turn her beloved HOA rulebook into a weapon that would dismantle her entire petty kingdom. If you have ever dedicated your life to upholding the rules, only to be tormented by someone who believes they are above them, then you know this fight. Welcome to Hearts in Uniform. This is the community where we believe true honor is about respecting your neighbors, not ruling over them. Show your support for quiet professionals by hitting that like button and subscribe for more stories of tactical, well-earned payback. Now, let me tell you how I used a camera, a decibel meter, and a 3-ring binder to end my neighbor's reign of terror. My name is Frank. After 30 years on the force, all I wanted was peace. My wife Susan and I bought a small house in what we thought was a quiet suburban neighborhood. We had one problem: Karen. She lived next door. Karen was the HOA president, and she treated the neighborhood covenants like they were holy scripture, but only when it applied to other people. She'd send me official warnings if my grass was half an inch too long, or if I left my trash bins out for an hour past the designated time. She even tried to fine my neighbor across the street, a young firefighter named Dave, because the color of his kid's swing set wasn't on the approved palette. Meanwhile, her own property was a buffet of violations. She had 2 yappy dogs that barked incessantly, violating the nuisance clause. Her late-night parties, full of her loud friends like Brenda and Steve, consistently broke noise ordinances, and the new, gaudy white fence she'd installed was 2 feet higher than the HOA allowed. But since she ran the board with her cronies, like the spineless Mr. Gable, no one dared to challenge her. The final straw was the 4th of July party. The music was so loud our walls were vibrating. At 2 a.m., I finally had enough. I walked over, not as a cop, but as a tired neighbor. I politely asked if she could turn it down. That's when she delivered the line, mocking my entire life's work. "Your badge is worthless here." Her friends laughed. I saw red. But 30 years of training kicked in. I didn't get angry. I got methodical. I turned around without a word and went back inside. Susan saw the look on my face. "What are you going to do?" she asked. I just smiled. "I'm opening a new case," I said. "The People versus Karen." That weekend, my mission began. I didn't yell or confront. I went to the HOA management company and got a copy of the full 200-page book of covenants and bylaws. I spent the next 2 days reading it, highlighting it, and cross-referencing every single rule. It was more boring than any stakeout I'd ever been on, but it was necessary. I was building my arsenal. Next, I acquired my surveillance equipment: a high-quality digital camera with a telephoto lens, a tripod, a certified decibel meter, and a pack of legal pads. For the next 30 days, I became a silent ghost. I documented everything. Her dogs barking at 6 a.m., I recorded the time and the decibel level from my property line. Photo of the dogs, time stamped. Her Wednesday night wine party that went until midnight, I recorded audio clips of her friends screaming with laughter, complete with decibel readings that were 20 points over the legal limit. The unapproved fence? I took detailed photos from multiple angles, along with a screenshot from the county website showing it lacked a permit. Her guests parking on the grass? Photos of their license plates. Her illegal fire pit, too close to the property line? Photos of it in use, glowing like a beacon of her own arrogance. I didn't just collect evidence, I built an iron-clad prosecutorial case. Each violation had its own folder with photos, logs, and the specific covenant rule it violated, cited by page and paragraph number. After a month, I had a binder 3 inches thick. I called it the Karen file. I made 5 copies, one for each of the 4 other HOA board members, delivered by courier to their homes. The 5th and thickest copy went to the HOA's parent management company, along with a cover letter. In the letter, I calmly stated that the board, under Karen's leadership, had been negligent in enforcing these dozens of documented violations and that I was prepared to take legal action against both Karen and the board itself for diminishing my property value through this negligence. I had put them in a box. They could either destroy Karen or I would destroy them. The silence was beautiful. For a week, nothing happened. Then the storm broke. I watched from my window as a contractor showed up and began dismantling her precious, unapproved fence. The next day, I received a neighborhood-wide email from the HOA board. It was a stern reminder of the noise ordinances and nuisance clauses. A letter so obviously aimed at her, it was comical. Mr. WW.gov. Gable, the spineless board member, called to personally apologize. He told me Karen had been hit with over $10,000 in fines for her repeated violations and was being forced to step down as president. The party stopped. The dogs were suddenly taken to a trainer. The queen had been deposed, not by shouting or anger, but by the quiet, relentless application of her own rules. The peace I had worked my whole life for had finally been restored. Have you ever had a neighbor from hell? How did you achieve victory? Share your battle plans in the comments. And if you believe that knowledge and patience are the ultimate weapons, hit like and subscribe to Hearts in Uniform. Your quiet strength is always welcome here.